Live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Little John's Yarns. If you notice today, we are here just a little bit early, but it's for a wonderful reason. I have one of my favorite talented crochet designers, Maya Luna. Welcome. How are you doing?
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. I'm very good.
I was so excited. Oh,
To be here. Yeah.
oh,
Thank
I forgot for us to do our little what do we do to make sure there's no delay? I only seen a delay for a second, but we won't do that now. But guys, if this is your very first time here, like I said, I'm Little John Yarns, and this is my Luna. Today we're going to be talking about all things crochet, and this is called Meet the Maker. So, Miss Maya,
you.
can you tell people exactly who you are and where you can be found?
Okay. Thank you so much again for having me here. I'm
Excited.
getting nervous, but yeah, I'm very happy to be here. So thank you everyone who are joining also. And yeah, my name is Maya, and I also have YouTube channel here. I'm a crochet designer, and I love to make crochet garments, working with many women and to inspire people to love their body. So my work is not only create a beautiful garment, but also to bring the awareness that we all beautiful just the way we are. So for that, when you go to my website, you see Maya Luna Corazon, be beautiful as you are, because that is a message I want to send out to the world. And yeah, I just love crocheting just like all of you, because crochet is so beautiful, and just, you can create something with your own two hands. And yeah, that's it.
That's the you don't have to go too long. It's okay to breathe. But you know what? I found you, I think it was back in 2017. When did you start your YouTube channel?
2017.
That's when I found you in 2017. And to me, you were like a crochet goddess. I didn't see anybody out there making garments like you did. I was so amazed. So I've been a fan for the past 4 years. I love you. You're like one of my favorite crocheters. So when did you begin crocheting?
Um, you mean like the first time ever that I take the
When did
hook?
you learn how to crochet?
Okay, this is like take back to like when I was a kid, because I was born and raised in Thailand, and I also was studying in the Thai temple school. So in this Thai temple school, the kids learn the art of, like meditation, yoga when we were very young. So all the kids, they will learn all of this when they're like 8, 9 years old. I was just 5, 7, 6 or 7 years old when I learned to sit down and meditate and do yoga and crochet at the same time. The crochet for us in the school is that like the teacher want us to be in the present moment, just not like running around all the time, because that's what kids do,
Yeah.
right? But it was so boring for me because I don't want to sit down and just doing the same thing all the time. However, that's how I start, and I learned all the basic like single crochet, all the thing, double crochet, and all that thing from when I was 7 years old. But I never touched it again, and I never actually finished anything. But I'm so happy
Really?
because I got the foundation, and now when I go back to crochet again, I think I start again like every single day crochet, because I start to get addicted with crochet when I come here in Germany 2013.
Okay.
And since then I just didn't stop to crochet, because I, just like all of you, we are the addicted.
When did you start designing? So you were 5 years old crocheting, making projects, never finishing. When did it just click and say, I love crochet?
Oh, in 2013, when I moved here in Germany, 2012, and I was like making clothes. I do upcycle clothing to sell on Etsy. I already have Etsy shop, and then I feel bored, doing the same thing all the time. So I thinking of like maybe I just do some crochet, and also I want to make bikini top. Just want to bring me back to Thailand, like the time when I was living by the ocean. So crochet with just to make bikini make me already happy. So I make a lot of bikini top, which I can never really keep it for myself. And I just put on Etsy shop in 2013, and it sold right away. Like I think within 48 hours, someone
Because your
bought
work is
the
beautiful.
the bikini top, and I have to send to America. And it was like, wow, someone from America was doing the happy dance. Someone from the USA bought the bikini top from me. And then this person keep ask for more, because I sell so cheap, because I don't even know how to price my thing. And I just do it like more like for fun and hobby, just want to learn and try the new thing. And the more I do, the more I learn. So I just feel like, wow, the possibility is endless with crochet. I can make everything I want, and these beautiful colors yarn everywhere I go. When I go to town, I just want to go to the yarn shop like you, I think. And
Oh,
then
I
I just
love crocheting.
yeah. And then I just not non-stop crochet non-stop, and I just have so many ideas. I think when I start to do something rather than bikini top was a hoodie. You remember? I don't know, like back that time, many people make the hoodie like kind
Yeah,
of like a scoody, like a scarf with a hoodie. So
yeah.
I kind of like doing something different, put the granny square to put it together to be a hoodie, and it become my signature. People just order a lot, and I come to one point that I was so stressful because I have a lot of order and I have to like stop Etsy shop because I couldn't take it anymore. And I was like, wow, so many people want to to buy this, but back then nobody make their own, nobody want to crochet themselves. I think now the market is more open. Many
It
people do
is.
YouTube channel, like have lots of tutorial, so you can make it yourself. But back then not everyone can crochet or want to crochet. So I then turned from the hobby to kind of like business, but not really full-time business. As you know, when you make
What year
finishes,
was that? What?
take a lot of time. So 2014, 2015, then I only do crochet. I don't make any more upcycle clothing. I don't do jewelry anymore, just crochet. And I start to design, like sell the pattern on 2017 because people start to ask me, like,
Yes,
can
that's
you,
when I found you.
yeah, can you teach? Do you have pattern and all that thing? And I don't even know how to write pattern, but yeah, I just learned along the way.
So that's amazing. So did you just originally just start a YouTube channel, or did you just write the patterns, or did you have a blog? Where did you start first when you started creating patterns?
The blog is already there, but I don't even know it's called blog. I was just like, I want to have a website because I want it to look professional, even though
Yeah.
it's not my full-time job yet, but I know part of me know that this is what I wanna, make it full-time, and I want to look professional even though I just start. So I already have a website, myarealcroissant.com. I already have going on, but I never really use it as a blog or giving a free pattern or thing like that. But yeah, then when I have lots of requests to create the written pattern, I kind of like nervous, because I don't know how to write a pattern. Then I have an idea. What if I also have a video tutorial? Then this way people see exactly how I do, and then with the pattern can, like can go together. So that is how I start at the same time writing the pattern and have a YouTube channel. And if you go back to see my video, you see I was so shy, like in the videos.
Yeah, you're so different now. You're so just. My son forgot to close the screen door, so now it's slamming in the wind. Kids. Yeah, you're so open and just so your energy. I love it. But
Oh, thank you.
there's something I want. When this, did you ever imagine in 2014 your crochet would become this?
I have a dream. I have a dream though that I want to make it my full-time job, but I don't have like a details how it's gonna be. I just have this, desire inside of me that, oh, this is so much fun. I want to do this so I can, I have to be honest with you. Living in Germany is not so easy. Moving from Thailand to Germany, lifestyle is different. It's so expensive living here. I haven't go back home the first 4 years because I don't have money to go back home. Travel is so expensive. So I was just tell myself, ask myself, what can I do that I can make the income that I can go home and also sustainable, that I don't have to stay in one place all the time. And when I start to sell crochet pieces on Etsy, it's become like kind of light inside of me, like, wow, this could be my job. And when I go back to Thailand, I could do this also in Thailand. I could show people around where I live and bring them to the ocean, or going to see the yarn company and the local people who make yarn. I have so many ideas actually. Like I
Yeah.
want to travel and crochet at the same time. So I kind of like weave that into reality slowly without knowing how. I just know that I want it, and the path kind of like open, because I want it. And I just feel that many times we stop doing what we want to do because we don't know how. The thing is, we don't have to know how from the first step. We just want it and we just keep doing it, and the how will come. That's how we learn.
And you know what? that you're done for yourself, you're now starting to teach other people how to do this, because I know you have your own like Patreon site. We should have linked this down below. We're going to link this after the replay, where you
Oh,
teach people how to design their own patterns. And you have the, can we talk about your planner first?
yeah,
Because
yeah, sure. Anything you want to talk.
okay, guys, Maya was nice enough to send me this planner. Even if you guys believe that I am this successful crochet person, it's all YouTube smokescreen. I still don't know everything what I'm doing, but she created this planner to go step by step the reasons why you want to become a crochet designer, the reasons why you want to sell things. It's not just because for selfish reasons. You have to make plans and goals, but I'm not going to explain it. I want you to explain it a little bit.
Yeah, this crochet business planner, it's just like, when I was starting this journey, I feel a little bit lonely and I don't even know who to talk and who to ask. But it also beautiful in a way that I have to discover everything myself, like teach everything myself, like teach me to do all the things step by step, so that now I can write everything down and share with everyone. So this crochet business planner is not about tell you how to do, but it's more an exam, like that you have to find out by yourself. So I give you the structure that you will write your own map by answering the question that I give you, because I believe the how to you can find everywhere on YouTube, YouTube, Pinterest, and Google. But the why, the reason why you do what you do, only you can answer that. So when you can find that answer from why, you will know who you're going to talk to, like, and what you're going to say, because you have a meaning behind what you do. So I think it's very important to create a strong foundation. And this crochet business planner is to help you to, yeah, to build this foundation that you're not gonna feel lost, and you can just go back and have a look. And also not just the foundation, after when you do the step, and with a lot of tools, you learn how to also use social media and all that little thing that come with it. So I believe this planner is, how to say it, people will say, oh Maya, I don't know how to do the business yet. Is this for the people who already in the journey for a long time? It's actually for everyone who just have a dream. Like if you have already the dream and the seed that you want to plant on the ground, this planner will just direct you to the path that you want to go. And you don't have to do exactly what I do, because your why is going to be different than my why, right? So
That makes a good point. I know my why in this whole crochet business has changed. Originally, I was working a full-time job and all I wanted was to have more time at home. And now, just recently, yay, this past November, let's raise a cup. Wait. We have to cheers.
that's water. I was thirsty. Sorry.
We
Cheers.
practiced cheers. My job was last November. But now I'm realizing, what is my new goal? Do I want to keep pushing? Do I want to keep? I realize I am happy where I am. I don't have to push myself to be better than XYZ to the left. I realize financially, I am happy where I am. Just continue where my baseline is. I don't have to prove anything to anybody.
Exactly. And
So
that is beautiful, and you do so great. Like I look at you and look to your video and how you connect with your community, and just so beautiful. And I am sure you inspire so many people out there to walk their path. That is just, I mean, you not do just for you, Alysha. You do for your community, and that's why many people love you.
but so do you. You do too, because I know you feel the same way. When we both started, there was no map to do this. There was no, I wish I had somebody giving me a guide that says, hey, don't try to do blogging, Etsy, YouTube, all this stuff at once. Step by step. If I had somebody say, Alysha, just try this first, calm down. So hopefully me and you, especially you, can lead people in the right direction so they won't make all of our mistakes. So.
Yeah, and even though they have a guidance, I still believe that the mistake can be a lesson for everyone too. Maybe make less mistake, but like don't be afraid to make mistake. And I know many people don't start because they're afraid that they're not gonna make it. But the thing is, if you don't start, you never know what's gonna happen next. If you don't make the first step, there will never be the second, the third, and the fourth. You need to make a first step, even though it sounds or feel scary to you. It's scary to all of us. But
Yes.
if you have a dream and you don't do your dream, nobody gonna do it for you, not even your family, because everyone have their own dreams. And like I once heard the wise man said, don't die with the music still live in you.
Oh, yeah. I think I said this on your last interview with me on her Instagram. Remember, all this information is down in the description box below, especially her planner. That's down below too.
Thank
I
you.
know I'm making the right choice if I feel that in the pit of my stomach where I get nervous. I don't know where other people get nervous, but mine is right
Mhm.
here where my rib cage meets. If I feel a little bit discomfort, I'm like, I can do this. If I can push past that discomfort, I can make it to the next step. That discomfort holds people back so much because they're so afraid and they say, I can't, I can't.
Exactly. And we have to remember that when we come out of our comfort zone, that is the place we can grow. Because when we stay in the same place all the time and feel comfort, like, I get used to this and I'm doing this all the time, I know how to do it, then you just do the same thing. It's good to do the same thing. It's good to master the same thing. But as soon as you already master it, you have to move on. You have to do something that you're so afraid of, because this is where you can expand, no? When you be in the place that you don't know anything, that is the time you can learn. This is what I believe.
So speaking of learning, your Patreon, you have your own class that you're teaching.
Yeah, I actually have a patron size in last year, and I do differently than now. Like last year, more like when people want to get my pattern, instead of buy each pattern on my Ravelry or Etsy shop, if they become my patron, they get it in the, like €10 per month. They get the pattern, and they also get all the things that I want to share with them, like a yarn discount if I have some discount code, and I talk to them in the weekly basis. And then I realized that it's nice, doing that, but I want to give them more, because I feel like to have them as my patron is so special. To have someone to every month pay me to design and to, trust me enough to create something that they have no idea what's going to be. So I want to give them more. And this year, 2021, I was like, what can I do? And then come to the idea that why don't I teach them? Like instead of give them the pattern and every month they make the pattern anyway, but take them to the classroom. So I create the private group on Facebook as an expansion, like the platform for my patrons. I call Crochet Designing Universe, because when they say the word universe, everyone have freedom to do anything they want. So every month, start actually this month, I design this sweater. But when I was starting, it's not really a whole piece, it was just the idea in my head. So every week we meet and I tell them, this is the idea, I'm going to do a baggy style of sweater, and what I'm going to teach you is I'm going to give you the structure and you can add whatever stitch you want, and I'm going to teach you how to measure your body to make it fit as if you go to the tailor and you have me as your personal tailor, and you can talk to me anytime when you have question, when you have problem. So I show up a weekly live session to teach them. Like week 1, we do body part and sleeve. I also talk about how to create the pattern using the guest watch. So this way they learn to think with me, not just to take the pattern, because pattern you can buy on Ravelry and Etsy shop from me. But this is
Mhm.
more special only for them, because they make me feel so special to support me. So I want to give back, and it just started and turned out so good, and we love it so much. We become so close, and yeah, so beautiful to see they can make it, and to give them confidence, that they can do it too.
Okay, it sounds like you do a gazillion things.
What does gazillion mean?
How do you do so many things? How do you have so many? You're an instructor now, you have patterns, you're selling. How do you do it all? I don't even know what the question I'm trying to say. Yes, how do
I
you do it all?
think I know what you mean. I actually, so it sounds like I do a lot, but actually, when I make a decision to teach them, I niche down thing. I just do one thing. Like I just do one pattern in 1 month, instead of trying to do a lot of tutorial and put up my YouTube video. I decided to post the YouTube video, but not always a tutorial. And if people don't like me not post the tutorial, they can go, because I cannot hold people back if they don't want to be with me. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
I'm just gonna have tutorial YouTube channel for connect with people who for example, they cannot be my patron and they still want to learn about the designing and how to the little thing, the tips around crochet. So yeah, I just concentrate on design one piece in 1 month, and I don't have, actually it's not so much work for me. It sounds like a lot, but like you already see how I create content. I just take the phone and I talk to the phone and I create content in 1 minute. So for me, it's like talking to friends all the time.
Oh, guys, it was so funny. Before we all went live, I had to step away for a second. I come back. She's making content while we're talking. She's in her phone. It's like, make sure you check. You're just so natural. I don't know how to make touchy TikTok stories on Instagram. I'm doing it now, but the creativity behind it, it takes me a while to think of it. You just pull up the camera and smile and sparkle, and it's entertaining.
The thing is, I just look at the camera and I just think and feel that I talk to my friend. So when you think that you talk to your friend, you don't have to worry so much if you say it right way, or you just think like, I want you to be with me in the life, and that's it. Like that's how you talk to your friend. You're not prepared to talk to your friend. You just talk to your friend the way it is. And I don't use TikTok, so I just have Instagram and YouTube and Facebook. That's it.
Yeah.
And
TikTok, that's for the brave. You have to be very brave to be on TikTok. I just can't I'm trying to work through a little editing app and put on music. I'm like, how do I dance that? I give up. So what is the future for Maya Luna?
I actually don't know. I just do month by month. I just, like every morning I do my ritual, my practice. I sit down 15 minutes. And I think, okay, it sounds weird because people think that I do a lot to accomplish more, but actually I do less, but I take the time for me. Like in the morning, I won't take my phone. I would take 15 to 20 minutes just to meditate, like, just for me. And then I will move my body. Either I do yoga or I just stretch out, on a part of my body because I sit a lot. And then I write journal. And this is the most fun part of it all, because when I write my journal, I'm kind of like giving an order to the universe what I wanted to happen, and actually just maybe what I wanted to happen today, and I make it as a play. And at the end of the day, when I can accomplish that, I was just like, yeah, you did that, not me, like the universe did that, not me. And yeah, it's just so much fun so I just live day by day and month by month. I just know that I'm gonna create one pattern a month, and I do all of my power, like I put all of my power to make that happen. I don't even create content because I create content just like I talk to friends.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch this so I can take that in, because I get so flustered trying to keep creating content. I'm trying to get myself out of that hamster wheel and be more personable. I just want people to see me as me, like you said, a friend that they're talking to. So
yeah, Alysha, and you're so beautiful. And if you go out to talk like this to people, like just you talk to me and talk to your community right now on YouTube, it's amazing. You don't have to plan, you just talk.
actually, the live streams are a lot easier. I do feel like I'm talking to my friend. I always get nervous, like we were talking right before I go live. I'm nervous, but about 15 minutes in, I'm feeling comfortable. I'm natural. It's everything else. So, I'm off topic. So one of the last questions before we get into Q&A, do you have any advice for somebody who's just getting into this that wants to start selling their crochet?
My advice would be practice your skill. Many times I see people on Instagram, they reach out to me and ask me how to gain a lot of followers. And I just feel like that is not the way to approach the business. Yeah. Maybe they ask me how to get better at crochet before think about business, because to go out to do the business, you need to make sure that you have a good product to sell. So to start a crochet business, you first ask yourself what you love to do, what you love to make, and really niche down who is your target audience, who you're talking to, who is your tribe, who is your community. And the more you create the thing you love and you share on social media naturally, you don't go out and try to sell things, because people are not show up to buy things if they don't know you. You have to, to share your passion. People love to connect in this level, like you and I connect because we have the same passion. We can talk about crochet all day long, and we can talk about business all day long because this is what we love. And people don't like to be sold to. Like, if you want to use social media, you have to see the people out there as your friends. Like, not, they're just not the digits, they're not the number. And if you cannot give the feeling, you cannot open your heart to them, it's going to be so hard to be on this business, because this is like a handmade business. This is like something that you share, your love, your passion. So you have to be able to express that through your social media, if you want to use social media. Or even Etsy, people buy, not they come to your shop, they don't buy things, they buy the feeling that you can give them through the thing that you sell. And for that, the listing, how you write the listing, everything is so important. This little thing make magic happen.
I took a big tip away from your planner when you said you should tell a story if you created something. Make that a story. Take them on a journey. Don't say pink hat acrylic made.
Yeah.
Make it
Everyone
something.
can write that, like acrylic and thing, because this was on the label. But not everyone have the story that you have. You can make the same hat, use the same yarn, but the story is different. Why you do this? What does it feel when you actually use this stitch? Everything you tell, like when we learn to be a good or great storyteller, is so much more fun because people want to hear what you say. People can't wait to, read your post, because when they read your post, they feel you. They don't know you, but somehow you bring the smile. When I say all the time to my student or people who actually learn from my planner, I always say to them, like, just go out there and give, not take. Even though you want to do business, you need to learn to give before you ask. And this apply for everything, working with brand and with the community. Give doesn't mean that you have to give free pattern, doesn't mean you have to give free hat. Give can be giving a smile, or the feeling of joy, or feeling of positivity, or just something small but make a big difference in someone's life. This is a giving, and when you give, you already get it back because you feel good.
Do. I've noticed that the more I give, I feel like the more I've grown. When I give back tips to, and one, I feel better within myself when I get DMs on my Instagram or on Facebook when people ask me, Alysha, how did you do this or this? And I'll get response back like, I took some of your tips. I grew so much. That feels good to me. It makes me feel okay, but I'm off topic. Okay, guys. So if you have any questions for Maya right now, before you comment, put question marks in front of your comment so I know to bring it up to the front. So remember, comment your question right now. There's something I want to show you guys. Where did I put it? I can't find it. So let me scroll in here. Oh, cheers.
Let's cheers.
I got it. Cheers. We're good at this.
And cheers to everyone who have the wine with them too.
Yes, who has a wine? Let me know in the comments. All right, let's see. Does anybody have a question for Miss Maya? Make sure you put question marks right in front of it. Scroll down. Here's a comment, though. This is from one of my favorite Cool Crafty Creations. She talks about what you said. Exactly. I've niched down to only making shawls, ponchos, and capelets. That's that way it's year round. That's a good way to like spread everything out throughout the year. Here we go. Here's the comments. Here's another one of my favorite, Toro 8-star. What is your favorite thing to crochet that gives you passion?
I love to crochet everything wearable. Like, I love garments so much because I just want to wear it. I'm not wearing this just to come to you and to be with Alysha. I'm wearing this since it's finished. And I even asked my husband, you think it's crazy that I wear it all the day and I want to go to sleep with it? And he just looked at me like, didn't say anything. And I always, I love this so much. It's my favorite. Every time I create something new, it's my favorite. Everything is my favorite. And I love to wear what I made because this is what makes me happy,
This one is just a comment. Thank you for sharing, Maya. You are so inspiring.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your kind heart.
Okay, we have another wine drinker in here. They have a nice glass of sweet rose.
Sally is my team, my
That's
sister,
you? Yeah.
and so beautiful. She's here.
Here we
Sally.
Shalitha, hello there. Love your patterns, but do you ever make plus size items?
I do. My pattern is from XS to 5XL.
This is guys, if you ever see patterns on YouTube or blogging and you see somebody who is littler, that's because if you're probably the only model that you have. Am I correct?
Yeah, I just make what it fit me, but in the
Yes, but you
pattern
make
it's to all sizes.
all sizes. Just don't judge a pattern by the cover. There's usually multiple sizes in it.
And also now I add always in my pattern, if you feel like no 5XL is not enough, I want to make bigger, or XXL is not XXS not enough, you can use the method that I share with you, how to measure your body, and you can make it for even the baby size, you know.
Okay. Let's see. Anybody else? Remember, if you have any questions, make sure you put question marks right in front of your questions, and I'll bring it up to the front and we'll ask Maya. Let's scroll down. Let's see. Oh no, did somebody forget the wine? Najat, no wine here, but I do have palm water. The sweater is very pretty.
Thank you.
Your sweater is pretty. Here we go. Oh, J Hook, this is one of my moderators. She also has her own YouTube channel, so you guys make sure you check it out. I'm sure she was just commenting to somebody else. Yes, always design it in a way which allows people to size it themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
See, I always keep my size. I love that sizing is more difficult when you do, how can I make sweaters. Sweaters is easy where I can make a square. When I do anything outside of that, the sizing gets too complicated. But you have such an array of things though, like sweaters and festival tops. Do you find
But the thing is, because you start with sweater and then you think everything else is difficult. For me, when I start with the halter top, I think the sweater is difficult. I never do sweater before. And then when I see people do just square and put it together, I still get nervous because I used to, measure the cup and how to do this. And I've told myself I have to do sweater. I have to get out of my comfort zone. So I actually start from the complicated one. And that was easy for me because when you start with something first, you feel familiar with that. But I think when you want to do the halter top, well, you have me. You can come to me. I will give you everything that I know, and you can do it. You can do it.
No, I have made some halter tops, but I decided to stop making them because I am my own model, and I just don't feel like it anymore. I finally hit 40. I'm like,
I totally understand you. This year I'm going to be 41 in a few months, and I feel like, how you make that face? And no, I don't say that we are old. We just grow wiser, and our style change. That's what I want to say. The way we dress different. Like when I was 20,
21. You look 21 years old.
No,
you should be
people. I just keep smiling so you don't see my wrinkle.
It's okay. I have a bad camera. I look great because it's only 720p. I don't get full HD.
Now I know your secret.
Okay, let me get back into the comments. Here we go. We have, I was thinking the same thing. What yarn is your sweater made of?
Oh, I really love to talk about this. Actually, when people ask me also the other day, what yarn I want to buy this yarn now, the thing is, I'm making this design or making this journey because I want to invite everyone to use their starch yarn, like the leftover yarn. And maybe you would feel like, how come your leftover yarn looks so nice? The thing is, when I talk about leftover yarn, it doesn't mean that, like you have only the small. I want to show you then, because like all of these, I put them together and then, kind of combine them. And I just wanted to say that I decided, or I wanted to make a movement that we all want to buy yarn all the time because we love yarn, but we have many small, tiny skein everywhere laying around. So I encourage everyone to make this design and just use what you have. And yeah, the majority, like the whole piece is DK weight yarn. So it's category 3. You can combine legs weight together or spot weight yarn or anything that you can make the same gauge. I will share the video tutorial tomorrow on my channel and also the free pattern on my blog. So
And she'll
you
share
can,
it maybe.
yeah. So you just use the leftover yarn you have, just make the same gauge. And I just want you to not buy the new yarn. I want to create this movement that we use what we already have. So yeah, like to save also money. So yeah, I use different yarn. I would try to list everything down on my blog so that you have a look and maybe get some inspiration for the colors.
Can you do me a favor? Can you put
Yeah.
your arm near the camera and rub your hand across it? I just want to feel. I just want to. Okay. Ooh. I want to. That's sensory. Ooh. Okay.
You funny. You drunk.
Not yet. Not yet. I'm only doing 1 cup. Okay. We have another question from Carla. I have a fear of doing garments. I'm intimidated, so I stick to doing pouches and simple intermediate bags. Any suggestions?
Just do it. Just try. Because if you make a mistake, the world not gonna go apart. You're just gonna redo it again, friends. You just have to, come out of your comfort zone color and just pick the easiest pattern. Actually, this pattern quite easy. It look complicated for those who never do it before, but actually it's not. Like the same like kind of cardigan, 2 square together, and then you connect it. The only suggestion is to just do it, and you will learn from it so much. Even you're gonna make a mistake, then you can learn through the step that you do. If you never start, you never know.
You'll never know. I always tell people when I hear people say, I'm a newbie, I've been crocheting for 5 months. I'm like, listen, if you know 5 basic crochet stitches, slip stitch, chain, double crochet, half double crochet, as long as you can find a pattern, they're all basic stitches put into a pattern. Find somebody like Maya or myself where you can have a written pattern with a YouTube tutorial. It's
Yeah.
okay. We won't tell you. We'll get you through this.
Yeah. And Alysha have a lot of beautiful tutorial and free patterns. You are already here. You are already in the source. You have to just start.
Oh, another one of my favorites, Freelero. What type of yarn do you prefer under garments or like a swimwear item?
This is a good question. Swimwear and garments is different yarn that I use. I would just talk about the garments first. When I was starting this journey, I don't know so much about the yarn, like the fiber and everything. So I use everything that I can find, the sheep yarn in the market and so on. But after some years, I don't know, I think because I just believe in this karma thing, and I feel like if I use a lot of plastic, which is acrylic, I just that's my personal feeling. So I don't want to use acrylic then. So I put all a high quality acrylic, like a big box, and send to my friend because I can't use it anymore. But I used to buy a lot because I have no idea what yarn was it, but it was so soft and when I be able to buy the yarn that I would prefer to wear as a garments. I only work with natural fiber, such as cotton for summer and spring, wool, and alpaca when I can. And I have to say that I'm not a person who have a lot of money to spend like hundreds of euros to buy yarn, but because I learned how to make business with crochet, I then work with yarn company who have like ecological yarn, organic yarn, alpaca and wool, and they sponsor me or support me yarn. So this way I can choose the yarn that I want to wear, like natural fiber. And yeah, that's what I only use for my garments since 3 years now, 2 years now. For the swimwear, I have to say, because many people reach out to me because I have a lot of tutorial for swimwear. You don't want to use cotton for swimwear because as soon as you go to the water, it's gonna sag like potato. you you want to use something with elastic, and I only use I used one yarn before. I forgot the name, so I'm not gonna mention that because it's not gonna work anyway. The only yarn that works for swimwear is Alysha Diva Fresh. Don't buy any other Alysha because people wrote me, Maya, I bought Alysha Alice Bella, but it doesn't work because it's not a Diva stretch. It's not the same. You need to get the yarn that have this micro fabric. It's the same kind of same kind of fiber they use for swimwear. So with this yarn, you can bath all day long, and your swim are still good. Yeah.
Okay. From Glenda, I love your sweater. Excuse me. I love your sweater. Wasn't sure if I can do it. Is the stitch you use harder to make?
Not at all. Alysha already said if you can do single crochet, double crochet, half double crochet. This one is only double crochet and front post double crochet, back post double crochet, but it's going to have a video tutorial. So you can watch the tutorial and look at the free pattern on my blog.
Okay. From Miss Reggie, what is your favorite fiber to work with out of all of them?
Well, summer and spring is cotton and bamboo, and for autumn and winter is wool, silk, alpaca. So it's a different thing.
Andrea, hello girls. Do you know if there's a software to write crochet patterns? Example, that use crochet symbols.
I think you know, Alysha. What do you use?
I actually, the patterns I tried, I think it was Stitch Fiddle, which was horrible. I've never used that again. There's this software that costs like $100 and something. I decided not to use. When I need symbols made, which I barely ever use, I'll go to Fiverr and I'll hire somebody for $5 to make me a little chart if I really need it and it's a complicated pattern. So no, I don't use anything for symbols. Do you?
I use Stitch Fiddle.
You like
it's not easy, but when you practice it, it's not that difficult. I use Stitch Fiddle if I make the chart, but I don't always make chart. I just make a video tutorial, and when it need to be chart, then I use Stitch Fiddle. I kind of like it. I mean, it's difficult, but it's doable. It takes all day, but yeah.
Every time I use Stitch Fiddle, my fingers don't work and my finger get too, because I use it on my phone. Can you use it on a computer?
Yes, use on the computer is easier because it's bigger screen and you can use the mouse. No, don't use on the phone. I will never be able to use on the phone.
That's what happened. I'm sitting here, I'm like, my finger is too big.
No, with the computer, you can kind of like select all and you click the right click, you make it all in the line and you can make it, a line and with the space that is the same. Try again, Alysha, with the computer.
Thank you. I can save $5. But at the same time, I might not want to take all day. I don't know.
But if you practice, it will go faster.
Here we go. Let me scroll up. Guys, we're going to be wrapping up soon. If you have any questions for Miss Maya, we're going to do the last 5 minutes.
I love when you call me Miss Maya. It's so sweet.
I know, because I think it's because it's my daughter's name. Your names are both short. My daughter's name is Jada. And I always call her Miss Jada.
Miss Jada.
I even call my son, my last name is Littlejohn. I call him Little Mr. Littlejohn.
So sweet.
And my pet name for my husband is Mr. Littlejohn. I'm so formal.
Okay, Miss Alysha, tell me what you want to know.
Okay, I'm silly. I'm just going off on a ramble. Let's see. Any more questions? Let's see. Wait, I've seen one actually scroll past it. Oh, what's your favorite hook?
The hook size, I love 4.5, 3.5, 4, 5. 3 hooks that I love. 3.5, 4, and 5. I don't know the letter. I just use the millimeter.
What brand?
Size. She said, brand.
Oh, that too. Is it Susan Bates? Is it Furls? Is it Boy?
I actually don't know what you call that, the hook, but I use tulip a lot. Tulip set.
Oh, tulip. Yes.
This one.
Those are the nice ones.
And I use fur crochet hook a lot too. I have so many of them, but I kind of switch because it's good for my hand because I hold like a chopstick. You said pen,
Yeah.
like this pen, but it's more like a chopstick to me. Yeah,
Ah,
because I'm Asian, you know.
uh-huh.
We need chopstick.
I got one. Okay. Creatively created crochet. Hey, Alysha at Little John Sharns. Hey, Maya Luna. Maya, how often do you write patterns, or is it more when your creative juices are running?
Beautiful. I used to write approximately 2 patterns per month, but now since the year start this year, I just concentrate on 1 pattern a month so that I can teach my patrons and just work with them closely every week. This way, it's not just me creating pattern all the time, but teach them to also how to design and make their own patterns. So just 1 pattern a month. Yeah.
Okay. Do you also knit?
No.
I got to put in. Do you have any other talents? What are your other hobbies or crafts or skills?
I'm so sorry that you hear ting ting all the time from my email. I don't know how to
Okay.
turn it off. My other talent, I love to sing. I love to dance.
Oh,
And
I see you dance.
yeah, I love to sing. I used to work in the theater, so like it was like my job before here. So yeah, I love to sing. I love to dance, and I love to cook.
I
Because
asked all the wrong questions. How long were you in the theater?
I actually was not so long in the theater, but I was in the show business for some time because my father was a magician. So I was his assistant.
So, do you know magic? I'm not going to ask you to do any. Don't worry.
I was a magician before, yeah. So I was in the theater as a magician, and then I learned the dance. Like my dad is more like David Copperfield, like they just
Yeah.
do a trick and cut the head off and stuff. So I was the person who got cut the head. So I'm like just in the box and thing like that. And then I was like, that is cool, and everything you do, you move the hand and the birds come out. It's so nice, and I did that, but it was not my style. I want to tell story. I told my
Yeah.
dad, I want to bring people to the story. I want to tell why. I always want to find my why. I want to find the why that this thing come out and you think I'm crazy. He said, no, you're a magician. You're on the stage. You move. You be cool. You throw the thing and the birds fly. You make the dog disappear. And I was like, that is your magic. My magic, I want to tell story. I want to know why the birds come out. And I want to bring people with me. I want them to feel. I want them to cry when I cry. I want them to laugh when I laugh. And then I decided to go to the theater. And that's when I learned to dance. I learned to act. And I can put the magic into the story. When I'm in the theater, I just use one trick and I tell the whole story without even speaking. I would just move my body and tell the story by dancing, and people can feel it. And sometimes they even cry when I cry. So that was like part of me. I love to tell a story. It doesn't matter what I do. So that was the thing I do before I become a crochet designer. It's just in me, to tell the story. I can't do things without meaning. I tell to my dad.
Oh, why are you all the way in Germany? You sound like the most interesting woman in the whole entire world.
Because I have never been here, and also I want to do something different, because in Thailand I was doing different things. When I was a magician, I was in the theater, and at one point after learn all the thing about acting and dance, and also learn the art of healing, because all the actors, they are sacrificed so much, because my teacher always said acting is no acting. If you want to play the woman who heartbroken, you have to learn to talk and walk like them. You have to learn to make people to feel how painful her heart is. So
You have to feel it.
yeah, you have to feel it to make people understand what you feel. So for me to be an actor, I go through so much emotions, because I have to go through that and really bring this to people. And at the end of the show, we have to let go our feeling, our emotions. And I love this so much because it's like a healing journey that we all have to go through. And through that, I realized that, wow, now I learned the art of, I become a magician, like what my dad wanted me to be, in my own way. And I learned acting, I learned dance. Now I want to learn how to help people to release emotion, so that I then convert, like, from I don't want to be actress anymore, I don't want to be a magician anymore. I want to be a space holder for people to cry and dance. And then I learned to teach. I combine meditation and dance together. I create a meditation dance, and I move to the south, and I create and I teach people there. And yeah, so many stories, and I do many other little things. And I tell myself, I want to go to Germany now because I do so many things now. I want to do something different. I never see snow. I never see four seasons. Always rain, like sunshine or rain
Yeah.
season in Thailand. I want to see something different, and that's why I'm here.
This is why you're going to be 21 forever. You just
Why?
have that spirit, that energy just to go. That's amazing. Oh, okay. One more question. Oh, this just popped in my head. Can you do me a favor? Do you have any pictures of yourself cut in half?
Cut in half. I don't know if I have any more because it was like when I was 17, like when I was,
Oh,
there
well,
was.
if you can find one, post it on your Instagram. I have to see a picture of you cut in half or something.
Yeah, I will. I have to ask my dad. He burned my a lot and bring it back.
Okay, last one. This is just a comment. Cool, crafty creation, sense of creative soul, beautiful and so true. All of this is confirmation for me. Life, learn to let go, and just help people be more creative.
Oh, that's beautiful.
All right, I want to thank you so much for being on my live stream with me. This was absolutely amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me. It's so nice to be with you. So nice to talk to you and share with you and, get to know more about everything around what you do, like to also interact with your community. Thank you so much for doing such a beautiful work in our community, Alysha. You are my inspiration, really. Like,
Oh,
look at you and it's just you're a mother and you are a creator and you have a lot of things to do at home, but you still take the time to live your dreams. When I look at you and look at all the mother out there, and I feel like, I feel that I have lots of time because me myself, it's just me and my husband, but all the mother out there, you are the mother and you also have to learn to be a mother of your own self, not to forget your dream. And it's so beautiful to see that you still doing your dream every single day. This way you inspire so much people out there that they think they can't do it because they have a children. No, it's not true. You can't do it because you don't want to do it. You can do it. You can do everything you want if you say that you can. So you are the example of that, Alysha. Thank you so much.
oh, thank you. All right, everybody. I will see you next week. And next week, we are going to have Jillian Eve on our channel. So make sure you check us out at 2 p.m. All right, guys. I'll see you all next Saturday.
Bye bye.